Thank you, Clayton. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. While you were getting busy getting your holiday plans in order, the Obama administration quietly released its plans for more than 2,000 new rules and regulations spanning the full scope of American life. Christina Sandifer, Vice President for Policy at the Goldwater Institute, says there is a deliberate shift to a system where unelected, unaccountable administrators write laws in secret and without any meaningful oversight. Christina, thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
All right, so just to catch everybody up as they are thawing out their turkeys this morning, here's some of the regulations. Mandatory paid sick leave for federal contractors, that's number one. Mandatory font for pet food labels, number two. And number three, this might be the winner for the Thanksgiving holiday when everybody's eating a lot. Labeling serving sizes for food that can reasonably be consumed at one eating occasion. Now, Christina, it's one thing for the government to say, we're going to have a regulation that's going to make your food safe. But it's something completely different when the federal government says, we're going to tell you how much you can eat in your own house. How would something like that even be enforced?
That's exactly right. Well, what they want to do is they want to change the labeling requirements on food. The government is going to think about what it thinks is appropriate for you to consume in one sitting, what is reasonable, and then it's going to require companies to put those labels on all of their food, which, by the way, is incredibly expensive. And in this regulation, the government acknowledges that this is going to have an extremely expensive effect on food companies, which, as you know, means more expensive food for you and me. So in the future, you can expect your Thanksgiving dinner bill to be increasing.
Great. Well, and you mentioned this one's expensive, but just in the last week, all of these regulations combined are going to cost about $2 billion. And when the feds say you got to do something, you got to do it. Who pays the $2 billion?
It's the taxpayers that have to pay for that, and it's really incredible. We're adding about 3,000 pages of federal regulations every year. You know, we were taught in school that Congress is the one that makes the laws, and they do it in a public and deliberative fashion. But what we're seeing now is a shift to regulation by bureaucrat, where bureaucrats make the laws and the taxpayers have to pick up the bill.
And Christina, final question. President Obama is on his way out. And he makes no secret in speeches and in interviews that his priorities are going to be things like improving the environment and getting that paid sick leave, improving things at the workplace. If these are big priorities, why is it that he keeps burying all of the rules to enforce them, to make them happen right before holiday weekends? Because today, it's Thanksgiving. The last time that he did this, it was the day before Memorial Day.
That's exactly right. This administration has said that it is the most transparent in American history, but that is absolutely not true. Previous administrations have released these agendas at times when the public is paying attention so that the public can weigh in, so that lawmakers can act. But what this administration does is hide 2,224 regulations at a time when Americans are sitting down to have Thanksgiving dinner with their families. That's not transparent, and it's something that everybody should be concerned about.
All right, Christina Sandifer, thank you very much for coming in on this Thanksgiving Thursday.